So a couple weeks ago, I made this reactor, and I mentioned that you can use unobtainium in order to make it like 10 times better. Well, we need a lot of unobtainium for that, and I don't have it. So what I want to do is get into bees. So in this mod pack, there's this thing called productive bees. And what they do is they just kind of, just like my mystical agriculture farm, they create resources that we need. And these bees can be a lot more efficient than my mystical agriculture farm. So we've got this quest line here for productive bees, and it takes us all the way to making an Unobtainium Bee, which will produce unobtainium for us. The only way to do that, though, is to follow this tree of finding and breeding bees together to get all the way to the end goal of an Unobtainium Bee. And so we're gonna have to do a little bit of exploring. We're gonna have to do a little bit of, you know, some little mating season. But eventually we're going to get to this Unobtainium Bee, and that's our end goal. And hopefully, in the next episode, I'll have an upgraded reactor for everybody. But first, let's get started with this glowing bee, the Glowstone Bee. So the Glowstone Bee can be found in a Glowstone Nest, which only spawns in the Nether, which we just happen to be in. And a really cool mechanic in this mod is the fact that you can create your own nest with a sword and a piece of whatever nest you're making. So like glowstone, or maybe wood, or an endstone, or nether brick, or anything. You can use either wood or iron. I think that's the only two. I don't know of any others. Let's get ourselves a glowstone nest real fast. Let's place it, I don't know, right here or something. And to get a bee to spawn in these, sometimes they'll naturally spawn. You can just find them out in the world. Or if you're on a time crunch like I am, you can use what's called a honey treat, and it's just basically a sweet treat for bees. And you'll just right click on the nest like so, and maybe a bee will spawn. We'll find out. You can use these to speed up the process, which is what I'm going to do because it takes way too long, or you can just wait it out. 3, 2, 1, and a glowing bee. Oh, we gotta catch it. So let's say you find a bee that you want to keep and you want to take it home with you. This mod has what's called a bee cage. You just right click on it and you catch yourself a bee. And while we're in the nether, let's see if there's any other bees that we need to get while we're here. Nope, 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 nope. Doesn't look like it. So we'll go home. Now that we've got our glowing bee in our little bee area, you're gonna have to, if you want it to start producing things, like this glowing bee will produce glowstone for us. If you want to start producing things, you've got to have something for it to pollinate, basically. What this glowing bee pollinates is shroomlights or glowstone. I chose shroomlights because I like them more. Now that we have our glowing bee, let's see what we need to breed it with to continue the quest line. So the next step is to make this redstone bee. And how we do that is we need a glowing bee and we need a chocolate mining bee. What is that? So the way we get this chocolate mining bee is either use a sand nest, a gravel nest, or a dirt nest. And again, how we make that is just sand and a wooden sword. All right, we just got to place this anywhere in the overworld, really. No specific biome. Thankfully. We'll just place it right there. Get ourselves a little treat. And if you're trying to spawn in these bees using these treats in an empty nest, you're going to have to be careful around other bees because they can inhabit the nest and then ruin all of your progress with the treat. So, and if that happens to you, all you got to do is take a wooden stick, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. And now you can just live there for now. And we're going to take this thing and move it on over here. So we have no interference with other bees. 3, 2, 1. Let's see what we get. It's an ashy mining bee. Ashy mining bees are useful, but we need a chocolate mining bee. Ashy mining bees can be used in other breeding recipes. You got a chocolate mining bee. Let's take this bad boy. Hooey. All right, got a chocolate mining bee. Let's place it right on there. I've got to wait for this rain to cool out before we can start breeding them so he can come out of his nest. But while we wait for that, let's look into some other bees. So a couple other bees that we have to get before we can do this line is we're going to have to get an ender bee, which I already have, actually. As a bee that I had picked up in my travels around the end. So we already have that, so that's good. Now let's get a skeletal bee, which we got to get an empty beehive in the dark. So let's take a beehive, bring it on down to like a cave or something, and give it a treat. Give us a skeletal bee. All right, let's just use a sand one, I guess. All right, let's go down to our cave. Got night vision goggles on, so I won't be able to tell what is dark and what is not. But I've got a pretty good idea of a dark spot. All right, let's place it right here. Give it a little treat. All right, let's see what it is. chocolate mining bee. And if you get lost in this mod pack, there is a big book of bees that you can make. It looks really cute. It's got a little bee on it. But it gives you all the information about different bees and everything. Oh, we need advanced beehives. Okay. All right, so let's place it right there. Eventually a bee will move in. All right, so while we wait for the skeleton bee, let's go ahead and go over bee breeding. Because I think our chocolate mining bee should be out and about. There you are, the chocolate mining bee. So we're going to get our cages. We're going to get that bee. We're going to find our glowing bee, wherever it might be. Bee. Let's get this stick and try to whack them on out of there. There we go. All right, so now that we got our 2 bees, let's go down here. This is going to be our little laboratory. We'll go over that block in a minute. But first, we got to go over bee breeding. So in order to breed bees, you got to make a breeding chamber. And that requires iron, rosebush, and it requires an upgrade, a baby upgrade. And with that, we just get some flowers and we make an upgrade base, which is not hard to make at all, except it is. It requires diamonds and emeralds. Let's get one of those, make this baby upgrade, and there we go. Now we can make ourselves a breeding chamber after we get a rosebush. We need specifically a rosebush. Let's go out and find that. Finding ourselves a rosebush. I don't know what a rosebush looks like. Gonna find a rosebush. Gotta find a rosebush. I don't know what a rosebush looks like. But I gotta find one. Maybe I can make one. I gotta find a rosebush. I can just bone meal grass. Let's just do that. Nope. 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 Okay, an entire stack of bone meal proved nothing. Let's try to find a flower biome. Luckily, I have a nature's compass. There they are. Found some rose bushes. Hey guys, Future Me here. So after I got disconnected, I decided to get off for the night and record the next day. Little did I know that when I would start recording, I wouldn't have any of my audio recorded. So you're gonna have me doing a little voiceover for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. And after we did that, we went down to the caves to see if our empty beehive had spawned a skeletal bee, and we discovered that it was in fact still empty. So we had to go on a covert mission to Toucanet's base to take one of his skeletal bees without him knowing. Don't tell him. We'll replace it though, eventually, hopefully. So after we got our rose bush, we were able to start breeding our bees. So we just had to go grab our glow bee and our chocolate mining bee, and that would allow us to make the redstone bee. And with the redstone bee, we're able to breed that with a blue banded bee, which you just get from any jungle, dark oak, or acacia nests. Mainly acacia has the highest chance of spawning, and you breed those together and you get a lapis bee. And with a lapis bee, you can finally get yourself a diamond bee. Just breed it with an ender bee that you get from an endstone nest in the end, and it'll give you a diamond bee. And to continue the quest line, you're going to need 2 diamond bees. Thankfully, when you breed bees together, it doesn't consume the bees, so you can breed as many diamond bees as you want. But you need at least 2 of them for the quest. You just feed both of those diamond bees a netherite block, and it'll turn into an ancient bee. And with the ancient bees that you now have, you take one of them, and you combine it with a draconic bee, which you just get from an obsidian nest in the end. You breed those together, and it gives you a vibranium bee. And then you take your other ancient bee and breed it with a withering bee, which you get from feeding a skeletal bee, a withering rose. You can breed those together, and it'll give you an Allthemodium bee. And then you can breed the Allthemodium and the Vibranium bees together, and it'll give you an Unobtainium Bee. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.